Hello and welcome. We are the Untold Stories Project, and tonight we present a new episode of Chill's the Finest using the Blue Rose setting from Green Wing Publishing. My name is Jonesy, and I will be a game master this evening. A quick note for those unfamiliar with Blue Rose: in Blue Rose, the players take on the role of members of the Sovereign's Finest, commonly referred to as envoys, where they act as agents of the crown, tackling any number of challenges such as settling border disputes, assisting with disaster relief, tracking down current spies, and in this case, stopping Shadow Spawn from incursions into Aldous. A few housekeeping notes before we jump in. We are using the Blue Rose Adventurers Guide version of this setting, which is compatible with 5e, of everyone's favorite fantasy RPG. Uh, and not the Age Edition, which is also available using the same world but different rule set. Um, Along with that, quick note about our channel: we are a small but tiny but growing channel. And if you like what we do, please consider doing all the cool YouTube and Twitch things like following, sharing, subscribing, telling your friends about us, where they can find us, that kind of stuff. As a note, it is currently September here in Twitch world, and so if you do follow us and give us a follow right now. It is 20% off for subscriptions as well as gifted subscriptions, and uh, those will actually be able to help the envoys. If you unlock something like that, we give boons to the allies envoys to help overcome the evil forces of the shadow and current that they are opposing. With that done, let's jump into meeting our envoys. Envoys, if you can do me a favor and go around the table and let the players know who you are, where they can find you, and who will be playing this evening.
Hi, friends. My name is Will. I'm playing our human cleric, Kale Pelora, uh, Radiant Domain, which is specific to Blue Rose, so that's pretty cool. I will pass it over to Alex.
Hi everybody, I'm Alex, and I am. You can find me here online, but you can also find me at alexanderwrites.com if you want to keep an eye on my book stuff and my other fun Titan City projects that aren't associated with USP. Well, aren't directly associated with USP. Anyway, I'm playing Drake, who is a Rye Raccoon swashbuckler. So I am a cute little raccoon who will in fact cut you. I will pass it over to Brian.
Hello, everybody. I am playing Ula Brine Runner. She is a sea folk barbarian, and I am trying to figure out what is going on in this spooky, spooky place. And I will pass that off to Teesra or Aaron.
Well, as Brian just told you all, I'm Aaron. I am playing Teesra Vasker. They are a Vatasha warlock whose patron is the Autumn King. So they like to blast people with force bolts that smell like pumpkin spice. That makes me happy. So.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Along with that, other quick bit, we did get a subscription tonight, so everyone gets a boon. Everyone gets the Queen's Favor, which acts as a point of inspiration that they can use to do cool things. Along with that, quickly recapping where we find our envoys this evening. Recently, they've been tracking well, two factions. A faction of thugs and brigands who likes to steal stuff, who unfortunately crossed a shadow cult who wants the stuff they stole. All that leading to them discovering a tower that exists in the world of Aldous, but also in the lands between here and Shadow, in a realm known as the Shadowfell, where the envoys have entered and hopes to track down and stop them from pulling this tower back into the physical world, along with the remnants of the Shadow and the former occult queen of the Empire of Thorns. So, last episode, after making across the archway which they had to open, and Teaser was able to manage to make that spell happen, and unfortunately suffered the side effects of corruption from using the dark powers of Shadow to step from the realms of Aldous into the realms of Shadowfell. They made their way across, where they met a small little imp creature that appears to have been following them for quite a while now. He is their new favorite friend. The Envoys will disagree with me on that one. Along with that, they came across a landlocked ship full of would-be pirates, which our illustrious sea folk recognize as the crew, some of the crew and the first mate of her father's ship, which is, well, supposed to be many, many leagues to the south in the Great Bay. Instead, we encountered them here, or at least what may have been them. And that is where we find them, currently a few leagues from the night. From the Fellbridge Spire, which is their destination, in the small little wooden grove on the remnants of a landlocked pirate ship.
Okay, so nobody's too hurt at the moment.
I'm like 33% low on my life expectancy, but I'll be okay.
Okay, that's good to hear. Gonna pull the little impidimp out of the pocket and ask him if this is gonna happen for anybody else's memories, or if anybody else's grunge is gonna get pulled up here shortly. Just gonna shake him a little bit, see until he gives me a reaction.
Yeah, ask him if this is real.
Is this real?
So, yeah, you grab the would-be former first mate, at least what appears to be the former first mate of your father's vessel. And, yeah, he's gonna been knocked out by the crew earlier, by you guys earlier. So,
can I search the body for any identifying information, or can we search the ship to see if this is the actual ship or if this is an illusion?
sure, you can definitely. Yeah, go ahead and make me an investigation check. Well,
Sure, sounds good.
May I also make that check?
Please help me. I am rolling with a -1. Ooh,
Four.
that's better.
I got a 21 to walk over to the railing and gnaw on it and see if it's real wood.
it is definitely real wood.
Oh, this tastes very real, my guy.
I don't like that. Is there anything on the ship of value, Drake, or is it just got pulled under and then we started fighting?
Well, if you give me a minute, I'll go take a look around, see if I can find anything shiny and portable.
By all means, go ahead and make your perception check as you're checking through the ship. And Kale, why don't you go ahead and make me a Arcana or Religion check, whichever is better.
Oh, they're both equally bad for me, so...
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 12. 12 on religion. Although, Teaser, my friend, you might be able to find some arcane things here that I could not.
Let me take a look. And slightly better. I got an 18 on Arcana.
Nice.
Awesome. So, as you're looking around, Drake, search the ship. The ship seems to be here. I mean, like you're physically walking around it. It's definitely a ship that you're walking on. You go down to the hold and stuff, and there seems to be rope and crates and stuff. But as you start opening the crates and stuff, everything seems to be empty.
Well, that's spooky.
It's like on the surface level, it's here, but when you dive in, there's no substance to it.
I will roll a small barrel up onto the deck that is empty.
Awesome.
And I'll show it to everybody else.
So, and Ula, as you're looking around, it does look like one of the ships that your father used to sail on. And it's not his current ship, but it's his previous ship that he sailed on. At least according to the layout and the design of the ship and what's written on the ship.
Ula, can I ask why that is a past tense ship? Did he trade it in at the dealership, or did something happen to it?
Well, I might have taken this ship for a joyride, and I may have crashed it on some reefs, and I may have gotten recommended to this academy a couple years ago.
So this is literally a ghost ship because this ship is dead.
Yes.
Are you saying we're in like Regina George's locker or whatever it is?
Who the fuck is Regina?
That blonde squid lady who takes all the sailors to their doom.
Alex, I can feel you right now.
Well, maybe. I mean, his daughter's name was May, and we kind of snuck off and we got stranded for a couple days after the ship, crashed. But that's pretty much everything about it. I mean, he wasn't involved in the whole situation. It was just the ship.
Are we dead?
Not yet.
Can you prove that?
We're not dead. We went somewhere. That was the whole reason for the ritual. I didn't do it for my health.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
not sure where we are, but
I don't like this place. It makes me itchy. I'm just gonna kick my neck with my little lower foot.
And remember that imp thing said our past grudges could come up here, so maybe that's what's going on.
So as you're looking around, checking these out with your arcane sight, you do go into what would be the captain's area, and as you're going through, you're pulling up blank pages and blank parchment and that, and as you pull one out, it's as you're pulling it out, you catch a flicker at the edges of it as it's being drawn out from beneath another sheet of paper, where it seems to be filling in as you uncover it, trying to manifest on its own as it's being comes into view, and it appears to be a map of Kern.
oh,
So your best guess would be that the Shadowfell is reacting to you, and things that may be gnawing at you.
I will share that and say so. Much like what Ula said, the shadow it responds. It knows what is in our hearts and what is in our minds and what we are afraid of or worrying about, and it is going to use those against us. We saw this ship because this ship is the one that is in Ula's past. We should expect to see things from all of our pasts here.
Huh. Well, I'm glad I got mine out of the way. Who do you think is next?
Well, based on the map I just found, I'm willing to lay odds on it being myself and Vam.
Anything you're holding out on us that we should be looking out for?
I mean, it's not like they smuggled me out of the country when I was 13 to avoid having me conscripted into the army. Uh, and my sister was left behind. That's not a thing.
Okay, so we're looking
That
out for
sounds like a
army.
thing.
We're just looking for some jackboot military thugs. At least we know what we're dealing with.
I'm not an expert in things, but that feels like a thing to me.
Of course, it's a thing. And I'm sure Vam's story is not terribly dissimilar.
Hey,
If we're about to face our worst fears, should we maybe sit and rest for half an hour or so?
It couldn't hurt.
it's not
You
bad.
can't run from you can't run from yourself, but you can heal your wounds.
For
I'm just thinking that. Oh,
short
sorry.
scroll, perhaps.
I just I've never actually been hit before today, and now I have been, and I'm not as I'm pulling an arrow out of myself. I'm not used to this feeling, and I don't think I want to repeat it.
Are you seriously hurt?
On a scale of 1 to 10, or on a scale of 1 to 33, I'm at a 14.
That's a very specific amount.
Yes. You see me stuffing like peppermint into my wound to see if that will help at all. From my kit of herbs.
I wouldn't be opposed to a short rest so you and the Beanie Baby can top off.
Am I the Beanie Baby? Is that who you talking to me?
Yes, who else am I gonna talk?
There are moments that you're very cute.
Does anybody else here look like a collectible animal?
Go ahead and try to collect me. See how that goes for you.
I mean, if resting will allow us to take care of our wounds, at least somewhat, it might be wise to do that now and to save our magical resources for later, when things are more dire and time is of the essence.
When we go to that ominous tower in the distance.
Right. That thing.
Yeah, it's a good point. We'll lay down and we'll take a little nap here.
Yeah.
Speaking of, does anyone need healing potions? Is anyone below their starting number?
I still have 2.
I mean, I'm injured, but
I'm good.
Well, I just have 3 here, so I'm willing to hand one off to someone if they need it. If not, I will be greedy and keep them all.
I think we chose you to have the remainder of the potions because you're the one with the healing magic, so keeping you standing is going to keep all of us standing, right?
Sure. I mean, I think we've discovered that I'm less of a healer and more of an offensive magic user up to this point. But
I mean, yes, this is true, but
Hey, all I'm saying is you're the one with the doctorate, and you can't do a doctor if you're dead.
I guess that's true.
Finger
I will hold on
crossbones.
to all of them.
Just tell me what pocket you got them in case you fall down.
Oh, and I will point directly to my rear. That's actually where they are. I'm not just... Okay.
So, with that, you set up a perimeter and you take a quick reprieve. And after a short while later, you are able to you have relaxed and refreshed and rejuvenated as best you can while being in the Shadowfell. Horrible, gloomy place of dreariness.
Worst place ever.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
So with that, the group of you continue on your way.
The tower.
What could possibly go wrong?
We'll find out.
Yes, we will.
As you make your way through the underbrush and back onto the semi-open field and rolling hills, the region around you has a slight incline. As you are marching along, the rather gloomy gray of the leaden sky that hangs over all the Shadowfell seems to darken somewhat even more. This high lightning amongst the clouds kind of flicker and flash. Just enough to illuminate that there is something brewing up there. As you approach the rather tall and large 5-story black obsidian tower, find a few scattered bushes and undergrowth around it, but most of it, again, like most things in the Shadowfell, seems to be rather a facsimile of life as opposed to life itself. As the bushes and trees kind of have this kind of withered and dead look to them.
Everything's pretending to be alive here. It's great.
You and I have very different definitions of this word.
Alive or pretending?
Great.
That's fair. That's fair.
I see Ula's been taking a philosophy elective.
Ah, yes. It's only a chair because you call it a chair. Either way.
We all agree it's Thursday with no proof.
Josie, does the door look locked? Does it look cracked open? Does it just look ominous?
It is a set of big iron reinforced stone black doors. Does not appear to be any kind of bar or mechanism on the outside blocking the entrance. There does not appear to be any sort of guard posted as you approach.
Teaser, can you check the vibes on the door?
Does this building feel familiar to anybody?
It's the one from the picture.
I mean,
For those from current, it does seem familiar.
I thought so.
Not like a stylistically, it feels reminiscent of the main tower in the center of the capital city of Kern. That has recently gone through a minor renovation. That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Queen of Aldous and her lightning strike attack by her and several of her Knights of the Blue Rose, high-level envoys, and others as they basically infiltrated the main tower of of Kern and dispatched of the Sorcerer King, Lich King, just a few short years ago.
Right. I've never been here, but it definitely looks like something you would find in my home. Not my personal home, of course, but back in Kern. It does not fill me with warm fuzzies. But I also feel like we probably are going to have to go inside.
All right, let me step up and investigate the door.
Me
That seems wise.
and Vom will be right here on the edges, just in case something pops out, or just ready to open it for the team.
Yeah, it's not like a guy named the Lich King is gonna be like putting traps and stuff on his doors, right?
Oh, come on, we're seniors. What's a Lich King to us?
I'm not expecting him, But yeah, let's just do this.
Jonesy, I got a 5 to investigate the door.
It's a solid door.
Oh, certainly looks like a door, fellas. Go ahead and knock it down.
Okay, me and Vom will go ahead and open it at the same time.
Awesome. And with that, you both grab hold of the front of the door and pull out. The door swing open. And revealing a rather large, open, round chamber. There is a reception throne at the far side of the room. Inside, you see 2 flanks of stairs going up around the edge of the back side of the tower, one on the right and on the left-hand side, flanking up to the higher levels.
Huh. Feels a lot less like I'll walk in. It feels a lot less evil tower and more just kind of receptionist to an apartment complex.
And as you step in, you do know it kind of feels that the whole temperature has dropped by 5 or 10 degrees. Everything seems to be a little bit more cold and just stale and stagnant.
Ugh. I'll just keep walking in, see what happens.
Cool.
I would follow, except that apparently it will not let me move my token through the door.
It's bizarre. How about now?
Yeah, it's fine now. I know you said you turned dynamic lighting off, but if there was a dynamic lighting barrier there and you had dynamic lighting prevents movement, that might have still done it even with dynamic lighting off.
Yeah, that might be it.
Well, gang, give me a minute. I'll take a look around the room, make sure we're not looking at any like pressure plates or anything crazy.
As you are walking in, I need perception checks from Tizra and Drake.
From the psychics.
Uh,
Ah, hell.
Yeah, I don't do perception.
Drake, where's your rock?
I've got my rock.
It's got your rock.
Oh God!
I want the rock.
Tizra is just focused on their fear right now because I have a whopping 2.
Yeah, the interior architecture again is very reminiscent of that of your home nation.
Jonesy, is this? Oh, go ahead.
I say honestly, Tizra is just waiting to see Olean or a zombified version of Olean show up. That's where their brain is right now.
I'm not gonna do that to you. That would be mean.
Is this a chair, Jonesy, or is that a desk?
It is a raised dais with a chair on it, and Drake, did you make a perception check?
I did. I got a 12.
Okay. So that's all that you need to know. You rolled high enough to know that when you came down the steps, you triggered some sort of psychic effect that's kind of going on in this room. So
I'm gonna close my eyes and open my nose.
So, Ula, while you're looking around, you asked about the chair on the dais.
Yeah.
And as you do, there is some shadows being cast behind it because the small torches on the side of it, which are current torches, I mean, chalice crystal that's being illuminated to give a torch effect. The shadow itself seems to ripple like water, and someone steps up from behind it. From the shadow itself.
Oh,
Get to stepping out from the right and left, you see a rather tall, thin gentleman wearing very traditional garb of Kern. Very dull grays, wool, very rough looking, finely tailored but rough looking material. And then a woman steps out. She does seem to have a couple small horns. And Teasra, you instantly recognize her as your sister.
Yeah, I thought so.
Your sister didn't have horns last time you saw her.
No.
And Drake, as you're looking around, you sensing the sensation that you triggered some sort of a psychic effect when you walked in the room. That whole effect amplifies as these two step out. So,
what's the play, Tearsra? It's your family.
My sister, I don't know the man. Do they say anything?
they just seem to be kind of eyeing you.
Can I make a? Does she look like a magic user?
She is currently wearing a rather plain but nicely done black dress. She's currently also wearing low boots that are easy to walk in. And as she steps forward and kind of moves a little bit to light, two sets of what appears to be bat wings kind of unfold from behind her.
Oh, that's not good.
That's very not good, in fact.
It's not what you need.
Unless you are going to attempt to stop them, they both seem to be slowly walking around to get a better look at you.
I will take a few steps over towards my sister.
Yeah, Vom's gonna walk this way to stay between people, and Ula's gonna mirror the male this way.
I'm gonna stay back here at the back of the room.
And that's the smarter place to be.
As a matter of fact, has the door done anything? I'm gonna look back at the door that led in here.
The very closed sealed door behind you? Yeah.
Yeah. Funny that.
Dungeon Master tip number 1, doors always close behind themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me.
They all have WD-40 when necessary.
The only essential oil needed.
No, the squishy caster fully realizes that getting closer to the demon is not a good plan, but it's my sister.
Hello, or Vom's walking up here to be your bodyguard or your undertaker, whichever happens first.
Teaser.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to make me another roll that you're also going to hate. Could you make me an insight check?
Sure. That's a 6.
It's your sister.
I'm aware of that.
So,
Does she look mad?
the description that you would give her, Drake, is cruel and seductive. She seems like she's amused in a very off-putting way.
I'm gonna.
She's the only one who's happy to be here.
I want to IM tease her through our mental channel. Is she? Do you think she's real or she's an illusion? Because the caravan people mentioned her before, and they were coming out of this point.
I am not willing to take the chance that she's not real.
You just want us to go at her, or do you want to talk to her first?
We got your back, no matter what.
Olian, what happened to you?
I've been freed. Get that. The other gentleman kind of flashes you a smile, Ula, and you see two sharp-pointed fangs appear.
God. This man needs to see a dentist. Do I know what a vampire is?
You do know what a vampire is.
Oh, that man needs to see a dentist.
I need everyone to follow the initiative.
Okay.
Actually, 1 second. You didn't roll yet, don't, please.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, no worries.
Yeah, take that, Kale.
How dare you?
I just realized I didn't hit the turn tracker last time, so we're gonna have would have double entries and stuff. So,
Fun fact, you're the only one who sees the double entries. We only see the entries for anything who's on the page and is visible to us.
well. So, Kale, you rolled. I'm gonna give you your original roll. Assuming. I appreciate that.
It's all good.
Yep, that's on brand. That's a 9 for Teasra.
Ooh, spicy. I don't even have to keep track of turns this day.
Look at all these friggin' blackjacks.
Wow, yeah.
Hit me.
I want to go to Vegas. Or really anywhere other than where I'm currently at, but being ready to be murdered by my sister. But
Oh, and Jonesy, just to specify, when I said hit me, I didn't mean the bad guys.
I think you did.
Don't mind me, I'm just back here in the back of the room.
So,
Most vampires don't like feeding on mammals that aren't human, right?
yeah, apparently, being ridden and getting killed by a vampire is twice as painful.
Oof.
But luckily for the envoys, 3 of you got 21 on initiative, so you will definitely be faster than the antagonists. With that, he flashes a set of fangs and prepares to lunge. With that, she kind of pivots slightly towards Teasra to face off Teasra. Her wings kind of take on a more offensive stance, and initiative is engaged. I need Vom to go and Vom and Ula to do what they're gonna do. While they're doing that, I'm gonna actually ask for Drake to make me an insight check.
I'm gonna say rush him, and Vom is gonna get between the family. And I will go ahead and rage. So Vom will go ahead and attack. Bomb crit, neat. So he did 3 bludgeoning, and I have to roll the additional d10, right? Because of his, what's it called?
His reckless critical or whatever it is, yeah.
Yep. So Bomb did 8 damage with this swing, trying to take out her wings. And Ula is raging, and she's gonna throw her anchor by the chain. See if she can hit big money today. And 17 to hit.
17 does strike.
Okay, and I'm aiming for his pretty little mouth, so that is 14 damage.
Ow!
I don't want to be bit. I ain't getting close to that. And our turn is over.
Kale, what would you like to do?
Uh, I am going to stay back here, and I'm going to cast Radiant Bolt at Mr. Man over there in the corner of this circle.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Nice.
That's a
A
hit.
cow. 5 points of radiant damage, if that matters. And then I'm going to get near this light. Stay right there.
That's a safe place.
And that'll be my turn.
Awesome. Drake.
Yeah, Drake is gonna... Oh, and if it matters, Jonesy, I got a 14 on that insight check you requested.
That does matter. As these two immediately prepared to lunge forward and attack, you felt the psychic emanations in the room shift, and you felt a similar shift when you were in the caverns below the sewers of Aldous when the mind fire effect went off.
Is this like a really elaborate psychic trap? Can I roll anything to check if it's a really elaborate psychic trap?
Don't you have a set of psychic lockpicks?
I do. I would like to do something neat with that, if possible, but I don't know what to roll, so I'm going to throw it to Jonesy.
And I will give you this. It quite possibly is a psychic trap that you're falling into. That these aren't real. These are psychic constructs, not real agonists. Which means they can really hurt you and really kill you, but yeah.
But we can't hurt
you
them.
might.
I would like to disable this trap if I could figure out how.
Certainly. I'm going to need you to find the trigger. So to do that, I'm going to need a perception check from you.
Perception or investigation?
Since you're actively looking for it, I will let you use investigation if you rather.
I appreciate that. Not 20 for a 23.
Nice.
Yay.
So with that, you reach out with kind of your mind, kind of sense the main crux of this psychic trap you're in, and you pick up a sliver of energy from the would-be throne in the center of the room, and the far center back, the center of the top north part of the room. I can talk words. And as you open your eyes, kind of after you focus for a second and open your eyes and look, you see a small little glint of light coming off a small Shaw's crystal that's kind of embedded at the top of the chair.
Well, I'm going to go over there and prepare to disarm the trap next round.
Awesome.
I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use my bonus action to hide behind the throne.
Why would you do that?
It doesn't matter, I rolled a 1 for an 8.
So, with that, as you scurry across the room, you get someone's attention.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And she is not happy with what you it's almost as if the trap knows what you're trying to do.
Pay no attention to the raccoon behind the throne.
And she glides on over and tries to attack you. Let's see how she does. she hits you, and you take 8 points of slashing damage. As she reaches out and just basically reaches out like she's going to caress you, and then does a quick snap of her hand and claws at your face with her nails.
Oh,
Jonesy, I'm gonna have Vom do his attack of opportunity here.
Oh, by all means.
She moved out of the square. 6 bludgeoning.
Awesome.
geez, your sister really sucks.
She was different when we were 13.
It's been a minute.
Tisra, what would you like to do?
Oh. Cry?
It's a free action.
I think I can't bring myself to attack my sister. I'm going to move up to Drake and touch him as I cast Protection from Evil and Good on Drake.
Trying to protect your heroes. What's up with that? Awesome.
And I will cry out, Olean, we don't have to do this.
I will flip her the bird once the spell has successfully been cast on me.
So, Drake, that gives you advantage on any saving throws against charms, frightens, possessions, and they have disadvantage to attack you, assuming that these are creatures of shadow, which I'm pretty sure they are.
Yes, they would count as the shadow.
Here's hoping. Fingers crossed.
So,
Yeah, vampires and all this actually happen when people who have corruption die in certain places. They actually rise as vampires. Not that any of our PCs have any dots of corruption.
shut up.
So, it is now the vampires go. And he's going to go after Ula. Comes forth, tries to attack. And hits Ula
Gotcha.
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm raging. So I'll take the 2. I mean the 4. Sorry.
And can you give me a Dex saving throw?
I will do my best. I got a 6. I'm going to use my point of inspiration just to hedge my bets. 16.
Awesome. So with that, he has attacked you and also tries to grapple onto you. And does actually manage to launch onto you.
Okay.
Oh no.
And for his follow-up attack, he lunges for a gap in your armor and tries to bite you. He does miss, though.
Ooh.
Psychic emanations or not, he feels very real, and his fangs seem very sharp.
He's just like latched onto me right now.
He's got you grabbed, and he lunged for you with his teeth, but did not actually connect. So
Okay.
he does have you grabbed, so. But you're not pinned or anything like
Gotcha.
that. It is now Vom's go.
Okay, Vom is going to see the hoo-ha that's going on over there. And he is going to go ahead and get in there. right between theirs. Let's go move right here. And he will try to... He'll just try to hit the vampire man. Let's see what Vom can do about it. 11 is a miss, I assume.
That is a miss.
Okay. So I'm not grappled currently, it's my understanding.
You're grabbed, but you're not. Yes, you're not pinned or anything like that. So, yeah.
Okay. So he's just hanging on to me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna run as fast as I can over here with him attached to me. I brought you a present, Kale. And then I will attempt to... Well, he's grabbing me, so I can't hit him. I'll try to hit him with the...
You can still attack him. You're not.
Okay.
Like I said, you're not pinned or anything. You're not.
Okay. He's just got a hold of me.
He just grabbed hold of your jacket and stuff. Was trying to, so he can pull himself in for a bite.
Okay. Just making sure. Just get him away from them, and then yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him with the anchor. Let's see if I manage to hit him. 21 to hit.
Yes.
15. I just bring him over to Kale and just whap him in the arm. He's grabbed by.
Awesome. With that, as you slap at him, he grabbed hold of you and like dug his claws into your jacket so he can pull himself into a bite. And as you lunge away, you kind of drug him a little bit behind you because his hands were caught up in the coat. Kale, what would you like to do?
Can I make like a history or a religion check to see if these things would be more likely to attack a holy person than a non-holy person?
Sure, I'll give you that for free. They will be more likely to attack the biggest perceived threat, regardless of that. Now, they generally would view you as more of a threat, but Ula has hit him with an anchor a couple times, so
yeah, I will. I will hit him with a quarterstaff, I guess. I imagine a 4 hit misses. So I take out the coolest quarterstaff that you've ever seen because it's glowing with really bright yellow light, a la a lightsaber. And I go to smack him, and I miss. Only as epically as possible. And then I will move. I'll even break from him to try and gain her attention. So I guess he gets an opportunity to attack if he wants.
awesome. That's a miss. So cool.
And that'll be my turn.
So Drake, what would you like to do?
Drake would like to grab that psychic stone and disarm it with my psychic thieves tools.
Awesome. So go ahead and a test. I'm going to need you to
Make a thieves tools check?
no. It's an intelligence check.
An intelligence check. I am proficient in intelligence saving throws. Does that count?
Yes.
Okay. 12. You know what? This is important. I'm going to spend my queen's favor on it.
Okay.
5.
A 5 is not any better than 12.
It is not
First
better than
place.
12. All right.
And this is, unfortunately, this is not Mutants Masterminds, so not, yeah.
This is a poorly implemented hero point mechanic. Wizards of the Coast. Just to at you in the main.
So you're at, so yeah, you lunge over, you break out the small piece of Shaw's pistol that was gifted to you, and you focus on it, and with your mind's eye, you're kind of reaching out through the pistol and focusing on it to try to find the layers of the psychic energy and kind of peel them back to disarm this. Unfortunately, it's very elusive at this moment. You're not able to.
I
Can
will
try again.
I will use my bonus action to disengage and my move action to run over here.
Don't you need to be there to disarm the trap?
I'm taking the Chaz Crystal with me.
Oh, okay.
Teach me on this, except these things in stone. With that, your evil sister gets to go.
Uh-huh.
Seeing the you and Vom, she is going to step forward and attack you.
Of course she is.
And she misses greatly,
Wow.
almost critically.
Huh.
Twinsies, Jonesy, twinsies.
Yeah, so did Vom.
So, that brings it to you, Teaser. You're basically face to face with a twisted manifestation of a twisted possible manifestation of your sister.
Yep. I am going to all right, refresh my memory on, because I'm still getting used to 5e. Does casting a spell create a opportunity attack?
No.
Okay. Because it would in Pathfinder. So
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the many things that they toned down for 5e.
okay. I am going to use my my patron ability of walk through shadow and to cast a sanctuary spell upon myself. As I just say, I don't want to hurt you. Please stop this.
Difficult.
So I'm not going to move, however. I'm going to stay right there because I'm trying to talk to her. So.
Awesome.
Those lovely moments when you're playing a game and you're like, I know this is an illusion and I shouldn't be doing this, but my character don't.
So with that, an evil vampire spawn. Well,
As opposed to all those good vampire spawn?
yes. Unleashes a bolt of ice and chill at Drake and misses as with his left hand as he reaches out and tries to strike Ula with his right.
Gotcha.
Damn. And hits, doing 12 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Who's taking the bludgeoning?
You are.
Okay.
Ooh, don't let that guy punk you like that.
Yeah, the bolt of frost went wide and struck the wall above you, Drake, raining little bits of ice and snow down on you. Bringing it to Vom and Ula and Kale.
Vom is going to take out some rope, approach the sister, and try to grapple her wings, if you'll allow that. That way she won't have a fly speed, but she'll still have a move speed.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense. Go ahead and make me an unarmed check for that. That's the easiest way you can happen.
An unarmed. Okay, yeah. Let me do a strength check. Oh, crit.
Nice. Yay.
Hog tire bomb.
So just Vom runs up quickly, whips the ropes around her wings to try to stop her from flying about.
Awesome.
By the way, Jonesy, I know this probably has no meaningful effect, but every time Tizra has been speaking to them, I have been speaking in Kurdish.
Awesome. No, that's good to know. Ula and Kale, what would you like to do?
Ula is still gonna go ahead and keep playing with Mr. Man. She's just gonna try to hit him. There's not much else that she can do right now.
Awesome.
15.
That's not it.
I go wide. And I will try to position myself between me and Drake. I mean, between him and Drake.
Cool. Yeah.
Having seen everyone go for my raccoon friend now, I am going to fire a radiant bolt at our friend to the south, Mr. Vampire. And while I do it, I'll scream, "Pick on someone your own size." I'm very small. And I imagine that an 11 won't hit.
An 11 does not hit.
Do I seem to get his attention?
Yeah, you do. I will say
Okay.
that definitely gets his attention.
Cool.
Is that what you want, though? Do you want the vampire's attention?
I do. And I am going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself. So you see a bright light kind of just envelop my body so that now I am aglow like my staff there. And I will hold my ground, and that'll be my turn.
Awesome. Great. What would you like to do?
I would like to keep messing with the Shaz crystal and trying to get it broken. I do have that stone that helps with psychic traps. Does that do anything with this check?
The
It was a magic rock that I got a couple episodes ago that helps with psychic traps?
Yes, it does.
I don't remember exactly what it does.
I can look it up. So it should be giving you a bonus. But yeah, go ahead and make me a test.
10. Ugh. I've got one more point of inspiration I'll throw at this. 15.
Awesome. With that, you're focusing on the Shas crystal. You have the one, the lock picking, the keystone that's on the small chimney. If you're focusing and trying to focus on the trap stone that you're trying to unlock, you reach out with your mind, and as you do, you can mentally feel the tumblers kind of give way, almost like you're picking a lock. So you slowly peel them back, peel it back, and it goes snap. And as it does, the Shas crystal you're holding, which is giving off this a faint pale light, goes dark. As it does, vampire insect will just vanish.
I'll wipe away the little bit of blood coming out of my nose and look at everybody. Yeah,
Well,
get you some of that, psychic projections.
what happened?
I disabled the trap, and I'll hold up the little Shaz crystal.
I suggest we move quickly. If I remember correctly, they can reset themselves after a certain amount of time.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna stop putting it in my backpack like I was planning on doing.
Right. We should rush the stairs then.
Well, so
Well, the good news is the only thing I regret doing is missing out on dumpster diving in the city. And Kale's never done anything terrifying enough to warrant being disgraced or shamed, right?
It's cute to think that.
Let's continue on.
That didn't sound like an answer, Kale.
We all have shadows in our past.
First thing they teach you at Raccoon School is never regret anything. Ugh.
You're not so bad.
We're in danger.
Okay. Scary bridge.
Yeah.
As you make your way up around the stairs, they come to a small landing. The landing itself is about 20 feet across, 20 feet wide, and leads to another small little half flight of stairs leading you to essentially off the.
Alright, I'll lead the way.
Get him.
go ahead.
What you looking for, Drake?
Well, you know, just sneaking around. I'm gonna... I appear to be trapped on the wall, however.
Yeah, he's super trapped.
My dynamic lightning won't let me out. And before I go, does this look familiar to any of you guys?
I don't know. Does it?
The stairway and stuff is not familiar. No.
These things here are called stairs, Drake. You use them to go up and down.
Mm, mm.
They look very familiar to all of us.
Only sometimes.
I don't like stairs. The chorus is irritating.
They get everywhere.
Yeah, I'll just sort of sneak ahead and scout ahead, Jonesy.
So as you make your way up the little connecting archway into the next kind of half circle room, you find that there are strange sigils carved in the floor. And as you look around, there are a set of statues lining the wall and a set of chairs lining, set in between each of the statues. The statues represent the different exarchs. The dark fallen ones that various members of Kern serve.
Yeah.
Worship.
The 7 deadly gods. Ugh. I'm going to avoid their gaze as best as I can, but for the second time tonight, I rolled a 1 on my stealth check, so...
Jesus.
So at this point, I'm just sneaking along the hallway, singing my own, or humming my own theme song.
Spire the drink. Spire. Oh, So,
Yeah, does it look like I have to interact with these statues to keep going, or am I okay to ignore them and keep going down the hallway?
1 second. One second. I'm wondering. Yeah, sorry. What's up? Oh, help? Why you having trouble with this stuff? I hear you doing a different way than I would have.
My token appears to be gone.
Deleted by the statues.
You might just be under someone.
Oh.
Yeah, you were just Urla.
Ula stepped on me.
That's what you get for playing a tiny-sized character, Alex.
That's on me. I made that choice.
Not tiny, small. Pardon my
No,
manners.
he's tiny.
I think I am tiny sized, yeah.
Well, damn.
Are these chairs next to the statues?
Yes. Yeah. And my description might make a lot more sense now.
Yeah, it makes a little more
There.
sense now. I'm gonna go and inspect the statues and see if this appears to be some kind of locking puzzle mechanism sort of deal. One, two, three, four. There's 6 chairs and there's 5 of us.
We got the imp we can put in one chair.
I got a 19 on my investigation check, Jonesy, to sort of poke around.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking around and you're checking the chairs, checking under the chairs for giveaways.
Looking for switches or scrawlings written in Kurnish or...
And you're checking the statues. Like I said, the statues do appear to represent some of the exarchs. The most despicable ones. As you are looking around, you do see that these statues are made out of fine metal, and they do seem to have semi-precious stones for their eyes. There is a couple Shaw's crystal braziers lighting the room. Other than that, they're like to the throne. There's little chairs seem to be arranged in a half circle kind of motif, and you are standing in the center of what appears to be strange sigil carved around with some other sigils marking on the exterior of the circle.
I'll look back across the bridge there, and I'll sort of psychically reach out to Tisra and tell them to bring the group forward. I'm going to need some additional expertise for this one.
Well, come forward.
Oh, and if you can't see where I am because I'm so sneaky, I'm just dead ahead of you.
I just believe. I have faith.
I can also see through your eyes. So.
What's the deal, Drake? What are we doing?
Well, I was hoping somebody with a magic or religious background could come here and take a look real quick, because it looks like we're standing in the middle of a big sigil, and there's a bunch of precious metals on those statues and some chairs, but I'm not sure. I haven't quite pieced together how we're supposed to activate the sigil. Or if we're supposed to activate the sigil. Does anything feel like magic to you, Tisra?
I don't know, Jonesy. What do my Vata eyes see?
Yeah. Reach out and see what you can pick up. And as you're looking around, you do definitely feel like the statues are watching you no matter where you're standing in the room. The sigil on the ground seems to be, well, at least the ones on the outside of the perimeter seem to be some sort of warding magic. Like who's ever standing inside the circle is immune from energies outside the circle, and vice versa. That they could not affect anything outside the circle if they were trying to. If the sigils were engaged, they're currently not. But if they were, they could protect the area from arcane issues, arcane effects.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vom, can you guys see if you can move those statues?
I
Sure.
don't think that's a great plan.
I mean,
And if you can you make sure none of them are in the ring?
okay, I'm gonna try the statue furthest away. from
No,
the
no,
people.
start with this big bastard over here first.
Yeah, but if it's trapped, what if something happens?
Then the rest of us will stand outside the circle.
Oh, great. I mean, that logic does track, though. Okay. Jonesy, do I need to roll to yoink that thing out, or what you haven't been doing?
So as you're they don't seem at least not in this.
It's not budging.
Hey, Kale, can you come up here and let us know which one of these guys represents which dark god?
I can certainly try. I will try very hard to not step into this ritual circle of evil.
I feel like Kale went to Bible school in Texas, and that's why he doesn't know anything about religion.
Oh no, I didn't go to Bible school at all.
You went to the camp across the lake.
I didn't want to be the way I am. I just am. I got a 10 on a religion check.
Well, luckily for you, this is pretty straightforward.
This one's name is Joe. He's not good. Sorry to any Joes out there.
The evil Joes.
So, yeah, there are 7 excerpts. There are 5 represented by the statues in front of you. The ones not present. So there's the excerpt of pride, who's there. Wrath is there. Pride, lust, wrath, and envy are there. The two that are not present, you can see, is sloth and gluttony.
I will relay that to everyone in as pretentious of a way as I can.
Can I go around and mess with the Wrath statue to see if that if that has any correlation or causes a feedback? Whichever one. Since something happened once the angry girl touches the angry statue, Jonesy.
So yeah, you go ahead and are checking around and go and touch the evil statue of the evil exarch, and nothing. At least for that one.
Do you guys just want to try to sit in all the chairs?
Not really, no.
I mean, I'm not getting much better ideas.
Have any of you seen this place before, now that we're out of a stairwell?
You know,
No.
surprisingly, this did not come up on the docks out behind the dumpsters in Aldous.
I don't know, maybe you robbed an evil church once upon a time.
Come on, guys. There are 6 of us. Let's just sit in the chair.
I mean, of course, growing up where I grew up, we were aware of the exarchs, but
Is Greed here? Which one's Greed? Is he around?
You should sit by Greed, Drake.
Maybe it'll activate a lift down or something. Or open the portal. I don't see any other mechanisms or anything around here. It's gotta be something with the chairs.
Come on, teaser, pop a squat.
there's not enough to fit in all of them.
And I'll take the imp out of my backpack and I'll put him in
great.
the last chair.
Drake, what do you try? Give me a investigation.
16.
Cool. So as you're looking around with the statues, and you do check the one for greed, you do find a hidden compartment.
I will open the hidden compartment.
Inside the compartment is a small black leather pouch.
I will greedily steal it from the statue.
And you do. You look inside.
Yes, I will look inside.
Inside, there seems to be several pieces of gold. Seems to be a small obsidian ring.
Just those 2 things?
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell if the ring looks like it's worth more than the amount of gold that's in the bag?
Had some or some nefarious past you can draw from to inspire you on that. Our former criminal. Your best guess, unless there's something special about the ring is worth less than gold.
I will take the ring and I will put the gold back in the statue.
Nope.
Let's see if anything happens.
Keep the ring. Put the satchel back. Nothing.
I will take both objects out of the satchel and put the satchel back.
Nope.
I'll put both things back in the satchel and put it back in the statue.
Okay.
Are you doing this like pretty obviously for all of us to see?
Yeah,
Or were
yeah,
you-
I'm not being sneaky about it.
I guess seeing that, can I search my statue and chair and see if there's anything around it?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
30-20.
Awesome. Does not seem to be anything. No hidden compartments or anything on the one that you're near.
Well, I didn't get any fun surprises.
Everybody check your statues. And Ula, if you're still next to Wrath, why don't you punch him in the face, see what that does.
Sure, I'll take a swing. Here, I'll even rage and swing.
And it goes
13
away
statue damage.
as you break off a big chunk of the statue.
Seems like
And
I
that-
broke the statue.
Yeah, and as you're looking around, you do find a small little switch on the base of the statue for lust, and as you click it, you hear a little click echo in the room. And as you look around, you see a small panel has popped open. It seems to be a set of stairs going up. A spiral set of stairs.
There we go.
I can't see that.
In that case, Jonesy, I'm going to put the gold back in the greed statue. Yep, I'm putting everything back in the gold statue.
Ring two.
Yes, the ring too. Yes. Everything I got from the statue, I'm putting back in the statue. Because stealing from a greedy demon lord is probably a bad idea.
So yeah, with that, there's the northeast that lead up. There's the rest of the are you gonna go up the stairs?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and with that, I think I should head upstairs. It's a good place for us to take our first.
Sounds good.
Well, everybody, we're going to go ahead and head to break. Go ahead and get a drink, get a snack, and we'll see you all here in a few minutes.